Good morning, Aggies, and today is August 25th, 2020. Please get your name, your number, and today's date. Today's lesson is going to be Mission 1, Lesson number 2, and the title of it is going to be 10 times. You can see your goal. Your goal is I can recognize a digit represents 10 times the value of what it represents in the place to its right. So step 1 is going to be draw and label a place value chart. You're going to extend the place value chart today to the 10,000s place. Sometimes you're going to go to the 100,000s place for today also. Step 2, you're going to draw a place value disk to represent the equation. And step number 3 is you're going to recognize the number to the right is going to be 10 times that number. Okay? If you need to get caught up with your notes, please do that now. Hit the pause button, and when you're ready, hit play. Let's get started with number 1. Number 1, first thing you're going to want to do is make that place value chart. So go ahead and do that right now. Number 1, make your place value chart. And I'm going to label my 1s, my 10s. I'm going to use a bit of abbreviation, hundreds, my thousands, and last but not least, my 10,000s. And that's going to be my place value chart. Go ahead and make yours. And for today, I'm going to show you the equation, and we're going to work a little bit backwards. So I want you to think of a multiplication sentence that's going to show the relationship between 100 and 1,000. So if I were to have 100 and 1,000, think about what that would look like from yesterday's lesson. What would I have to do with the place value disk in the hundreds place for it to look the same way as it did yesterday? What would I have to do to get to that thousands place? What do you think that equation would look like? Hopefully you are remembering that the equations from yesterday would be 10 times 100 is going to equal 1,000. Now let's get our place value chart to show that equation. So we are starting, if you remember, with your 100. That's already in your place value. We're multiplying by 10, so that means I just need to make sure that I have 10 place value disks. Remember, think back from yesterday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In order for my 10 hundreds to become 1,000, I have to bundle and send them over. So that's what it's going to look like when you're writing an equation. Let's look at something very similar also to this one. And you're going to want to think back to yesterday's lesson and the one I just showed you. Draw that place value chart for me. You have your 1s, 10s, your thousands, hundreds. Oh, take it back, Ms. Valadez. Not your hundreds, your. Oh, whoa, Ms. Valadez. You totally wrote the wrong thing. This is going to be your hundreds place. Thank you for catching me. This guy's going to be your thousands place. This one is your 10,000s place. And last but not least is your 100,000s place. Okay? My line up top. let's draw place value discs that are going to show 10 times 1,000. What's that going to look like in your place value chart? That's right. You are going to show the 1,000 first. So put that in your place value chart. Multiplying it by 10. Same thing as yesterday. You guys are great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bundle those bad boys together. And then send them over for one of the larger units. Final answer is going to be, that's right, it's going to be 1, and make sure you put your place value in there, 1/10,000. Pretty much the same thing that we did yesterday. I could keep extending my place value chart over. If I wanted to know maybe what 10 times 1/10,000 is, I could easily get that answer. Starting off by drawing the 1/10,000, which is already in your place value right here. Multiply that guy by 10. Show those place value discs, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, I can't leave them by themselves. I can't leave them unbundled. I have to bundle these guys. Send them over for one large unit. That's going to make 100,000. Just like that. Pretty simple, right? So that's what we've been working on yesterday and today. Let's also look at another one. So we can do 10 times 1 and then the 1,000 or 10,000. Let's take it a step further. Let's do problem 3. And we're going to be making multiple copies of 1. So let's take a look at this equation. 10 times 4 10,000s. Okay, so you can write it like that, or you can also just make it simpler for yourself. 10 times 4 10,000. Those are going to be the actually the same equations, okay? I just made it a little simpler because normally this is what you and I are used to seeing, okay? Step 1, draw that place value chart. You have your 1s, 10s, 100s. I'm going to start abbreviating a little bit. You have those 1,000s, your 10,000s, and then you also have those 100,000s. Let's go ahead and place our 4 10,000s into the chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm multiplying each of those 4,000, sorry, it's supposed to be 4 10,000s. Look at Miss Valdez, put them in the thousands place. It's actually 10,000s right there. And I'm multiplying each of those 10,000s by 10. So this guy needs a group of 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one, same thing, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so 10 times 4 10,000s is going to give me 40 10,000s, but I don't want to carry all those around. I can bundle this one and send it over for one larger unit. Same thing with that guy, send him over for another larger unit. This one, and finally this one. So when you do that, your final answer is going to be 400 thousandths. Okay, that's what we were working on yesterday. Now let me show you something really, really cool also. Instead of having to draw all of the place value discs, you can just use the numbers to also show that process. So remember, you did start off with the 1, 2, 3, 4 10,000ths, so you can show it as just the number 4 in your place value chart. Draw your arrow over, make sure you put a multiply by 10 sign, and then you end up with 4 10,000ths. Pretty cool. Instead of drawing all the discs, you can show it like that too. And know that 4 10,000ths times 10 is going to give you the 400 thousandths. Let's do one more, couple more to practice real quick. Let's do number 4. I think this might be our last one. Number 4. We are going to show some division now. So instead of moving over to the left, we're going to go backwards to the right and try to think of how things are moving backwards. We're going to look at 2 thousandths, and we're going to divide by 10. Same thing is going to be true for this one. You do need the everlasting place value chart. Label it ones, your tens, hundreds, thousands, and we're going to stop at our thousands. You're going to go ahead and put in these 2,000s in your place value chart with me. 1 and 2. And since we are dividing by 10, we're moving to the right now. So how would I get these 2,000s over here? What did that look like from today? What did it look like from yesterday? If you were to move backwards, hopefully you can remember that you had to have a group of 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That group would make up this guy this way, okay? But since we didn't start that way, we're just gonna move backwards. Also, for this guy right here, I should also have a group of 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna show the division. So 2,000 divided by 10 is going to be right, it's going to be, remember, these 2 right here, which is going to make up the 200s. Now, you can also show this a little bit simpler. You can start the same way you did up here, and you can say 2, draw your arrow over, divided by 10 is going to be 2. So that's a little bit of a shortcut that you could work with. And I'm going to show you one more really, really quick. I promise it's going to go fast. Same thing with division. This is going to be 5. And in our place value chart, we're going to show 300 thousands divided by 10. Okay, so real quick before you leave this video, let's do our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, our 10 thousands, and our 100 thousands. Okay, you're going to place the 300 thousands inside. Since you are dividing by 10, remember that's the arrow going backwards. Or you could have it also written like this, 3 divided by 10. When you take those 300s and you start to put them into the 10,000s place, remember that is when you have each group of 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bundle those bad boys together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bundled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bundled. So that is going to leave you with those 3 10,000s. Okay, that's how that place value chart is going to look there. You got your 3 10,000s. So let's write that in there. 3 10,000s. That is the end of today's lesson. It's about 9 o'clock. You are going to head over to Google Meet if you are in the green group. If you're in the purple group, you'll be working on your independent activities that are posted in Google Classroom. And purple group, I will see you at 9:25.